Welcome back, big sports fans. Well, with the series tied at 1 apiece, it's the rubber match between the Toronto Blue Jays and the New York Yankees, as Toronto sends Max Scherzer to the mound to go up against Clark Schmidt. So let's have a look at the batting lineups and then get into the game.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about ready to roll here. And starting for the Yankees, the right-hander, Clark Schmidt. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They could move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
That one not close. Ball 2. That's a little bit low. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Butler on at first, nobody out. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Went back to the cutter and it was worthwhile. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On a line, base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely.
And there are 2 down. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. And here is J.D. Martinez. Swing and a ground ball. Volpe tosses to first, and Martinez is out. And that will end the inning. Back in the Bronx, and today's starter, Max Scherzer. And as usual with him, Singy, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boogie's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
Back in the Bronx, and stepping in for the Yankees, Cody Bellinger. 1 home run shy of 200 for his career. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Mad Max notches the K. Ernie Clemens stepping in now for the Yankees. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to short. Fires over to Guerrero. And here this afternoon, two quickly away in the bottom of the first.
The right fielder,
And Judge comes to the plate now. We think of home runs when we see Judge, which makes sense because, well, he hits a lot of them.
Yeah, you're right about that, Boog. In fact, Judge hit 300 home runs before he reached 1,000 hits. The only other player in MLB history to do that was Mark McGwire.
I think of home runs with that guy, too.
Yeah, same.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
On the ground. Iglesias fires over to first. Judge out on the play. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, all set for the start of the inning. And here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno, the 1-1. And a big swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that'll get down for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him to chase on the two-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. The 1-1 is fouled off. Moreno gets his lead at first. Nobody out. That one missing inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Two. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swings and misses, struck him out. Here's Andres Jimenez. The 2-1.
That's a ball. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike. Man at first, 1 away.
2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Digging in, Jose Iglesias. On the ground to the left, and that's a fair ball. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
The right fielder, number 4, Lawrence.
Now it's the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. In for a strike, and now just 1 pitch away from surviving the inning. Two on, 2 outs. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. A towering shot. It's 3-0. So 2 down. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ground ball left side. Clement over to first. That's the third out. 3-run shot for the Jays this inning. It's now 3-0. Back after this on the show. Back in New York. And now the DH, Giancarlo Stanton. Stanton mashed a couple of homers in his last game. And that's off the inside edge. 2-1. That one missed.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it. And that's their first base runner of the game. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Moreno makes the catch, and there's one down. And next for New York, Austin Wells. The pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Scherzer deals. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Batting 7.
Jason Dominguez getting ready to hit.
Dominguez.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and he can't come up with it. No throw, safe at first, and we'll see if it's an error.
Batting 8, the first baseman, Paul.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back at Yankee Stadium, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
That one hammered left field. That's back there. And that one is off the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And next for Toronto, Anthony Santander. And that is downstairs. And it's 2-1.
Well, these Blue Jays really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. Looking at the numbers, they've got 4 hits when they're behind in the count. That says these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and just not giving up, despite what the count says.
Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. Vladdy coming around third. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and it's 4-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. It sounded different than most hits coming off the bat. You don't need numbers to tell you the ball was hit extremely hard, but at 115 miles per hour, that's not an exit velocity you see very often. Very impressive.
1 strike.
That one way outside. Now 2 balls and a strike. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game.
3 balls, 1 strike.
It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Moreno.
Next offering is fouled back.
Ball.
No outs, runners at first and second. The other way,
Foul.
and foul ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 2-2. Headed towards the corner, and that is a foul ball. Roll to short, could be two. Over to Jazz, there's one. On to Goldschmidt, that's two.
Pretty lengthy at bat right there, and usually the hitter wins that battle after seeing so many pitches, but instead the exact opposite, or maybe even worse than that, grounds into a double play. Tough at bat to swallow.
2 outs, and that one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Back for more from the Bronx. And the batter now, Anthony Volpe.
Anthony Volpe.
The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
2-2 to count.
And that skips into dirt. That one misses,
That's up there.
so a leadoff
Ball
walk.
Oh, very close with the location right there. It's just tough to get rewarded on the call when pitches near the top of the strike zone.
Cody
Here's Cody Bellinger.
Bellinger.
There's a 1-1. Bellinger with just one more homer to reach the 200 career mark. So here's Scherzer. That's down and in. A slider missed.
You know, we usually talk about bigger numbers when it comes to homers, but only about 400 major leaguers have ever hit 200 round trippers in their careers. He's putting himself in great company.
Good eye in that spot. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. 1 away. So up next, Ernie Clement.
The third baseman, Ernie Clement.
That misses the
That's ball
zone, and that's ball 3. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That one's carrying. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
That's
Ball
off the mark, and it's 2-1. Second and third, 1 away here in the last half of the third. And a 2-1 hammered but foul. 2 on, 1 out. Judge rips that one. Santander in pursuit. He's there. He's got it. Both runners tagging. He's in to score on the sac fly. It's 4-1.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And that's just foul.
Just a matter of inches from picking up an RBI base hit and maybe a double in the process. That was barely foul.
Next pitch is outside.
With a runner at third, this is who they want at the plate. He's so good at getting a run across in these situations.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. And we're back as we go to the top of the 4th. Now it's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, the third baseman, Jose.
Now at the plate, Jose Iglesias. That one the other way, and that's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some.
Alek Manoah takes over on the mound.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
And now the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. Ground ball could be 2. Chisholm to second, double play. That's ideal relief efficiency. 1 pitch, 2 outs. Not half bad. So 2 down now, and here is Bo Bichette. Hit on the ground to short. Handles, throws the first. That's out number 3. Back here in New York, here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
And he beats it. He's safe.
Just a good job putting the ball in play and then busting down the first baseline, beat the throw pretty easily. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Gets a piece and stays alive. Chisholm gets his lead at first with nobody out. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Quick feed to second for 1 to Guerrero, and they turn 2. Jason Dominguez, the next to hit.
Great job on the mound, fielding his position and making a good throw to second to get the double play started. Far too often we see pitchers have a hard time with that throw, but no issues right there. That's good practice paying off in a game and resulting in 2 big outs.
And it stays fair. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Here is Goldschmidt. to third. Slings to first. That is the inning. We go to the top of the fifth, and now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Pitch misses, and it's 2-1.
Well, these Jays putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
And there's a foul ball. That one ripped, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. Pulls in with a double, third hit for him today. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
Martinez.
Here is J.D. Martinez. Battling here as he fouls it away. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And this is inside. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Two on, one out. Not even close there. And that's ball 2.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And a liner out into right center for a base hit. Coming home. The throw in. Not in time. He's safe at the plate. And they lead by 4.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Now a chance for Dalton Varsho. Dominguez puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Martinez on second. Moreno at first. 2 out of the inning. There's a strike. Way inside, and that hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
The third baseman.
So they're all loaded up. So up next for Toronto, Jose Iglesias. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Base hit, 1 run in already. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in, and it's now a 6-run lead. On the mound now, Scott Efros.
Now pitching for the Yankees, number 57, Scott Efros.
Lawrence Butler next up for the Blue Jays. And that
Ball
misses. And now 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Traffic on the bases with 3 already across. And we're at the top of the 5th. Right through there for a strike.
3-2. Thank you.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. And they're all loaded up.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
2 outs, bases full. Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. Two outs. Up the middle, Volpe. They take the force out. They limit the damage here. Back in the Bronx, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now here is Anthony Volpe.
The shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Corrals it, and there's one down. So the batting order
now
turns over, and now Cody Bellinger. Scherzer winds, kicks, fires. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That's down and in. A slider missed. That's to third. Fires over to Guerrero. And Bellinger is out.
Now
2 down, base is empty. Ernie Clement digs in now. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Got him swinging.
Vamos a gozar toda la noche, bellaqueo, sandungueo. Vamos a cumbiar toda la noche. No puedo estar sin ella. No, no.
And welcome back to the ballpark. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Fought off foul. The next pitch misses. It's 2-2. And Gary Simmons punches him out. That's a strikeout.
Up next for the
Anthony Santander at the plate. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one.
Ball 2. 2-2 the count.
Ground ball, Goldie. The flip to the pitcher covering. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And next is the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez. That one outside. 3-1 now. Two down, nobody on. On the ground to third. Finds its way through, base hit.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason.
14,
You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes.
Just missing there. Full count, 3-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Martinez leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boo. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner in the scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
Next pitch is outside.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Just missed.
Outside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Right through there for a strike.
3-2.
On the ground, right side. Over to Goldie. And that'll do it. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Angel Bastardo. This is his 5th appearance of the year.
Number 66, Angel Bastardo.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the
For the
plate.
Yankees, the right fielder,
Well, in
Aaron
terms of hitting rocket home runs, Judge is near the top of that list. Only Giancarlo Stanton has hit more with greater exit velocity than Judge. Look out, though.
And it gets by him. Around first, heading for 2. And he's into second with nobody out.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 6th. That one just misses.
I don't know how you take that one after the called strike on the corner, just a little bit off the edge.
Got him. And now 1 away. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees.
Second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Laced down the line. This looks like extra bases. Here comes the Judge around third. He'll score easily.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. So now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just off the outside part of the plate. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. At the plate,
The left
Jason
fielder, number
Dominguez.
24, Jason Dominguez.
Man at second.
Aye.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Cut out and miss. Struck him out. Good job at damage control right there.
Now pitching.
Welcome
for the
back. We're in the
Yankees,
7th. We have a new pitcher on the
number
mound,
41.
Tim Hill.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
So digging in, Andres Jimenez.
The second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
This one in the air, right field. Judge makes the catch, and there's one gone. Now the third baseman, Jose Iglesias.
Now
No matter what, you're playing this kind of rival, take your game to another level.
One down, base is empty. Popped up. Volpe puts it away for the out. And there's two away.
The batter. The
Now
right
it's going to be
fielder,
Lawrence Butler.
Butler.
2 outs. Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes.
And he grounds one back up the middle. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
The batter, number 11.
Bo Bichette will hit next.
Bo Bichette.
Swings and misses. And the count 4-2. Step off, throw to first. Butler dives back in safely. And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty. Bottom of the inning. Paul Goldschmidt will climb in.
The first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Lifted in the air down the left side, and that drops foul. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Just off the inside edge. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Line to left, and foul ball.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
And a 1-1. And a swing and a miss there.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
That's ball 2.
Outside low. And that's ball 2.
The count's full.
Draws the walk there.
Now batting, third baseman.
And up next for New York, Ernie Clement. Bellinger off of first with 2 away. It's strike two.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
That's out to center field. Varsho settles under it and makes the grab. And that is that.
Sorry if I'm not star hip-hop material. Sorry if I don't sell, it'll take a miracle for my dreams to come true. Cause it's set too high, I'm in the clouds. If I fall off, I might just die. I need rap like I need fresh air.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back,
New
and
York
a new
Yankees,
arm on the mound to start the eighth.
number
Ian Hamilton.
71.
He last pitched 2 days
Ian
ago.
Hamilton.
Leading off, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Swing and a ball popped in the air, and it falls. And a good start to the inning.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Runner at first with no outs here. Fouls one off. 2-2. Line drive, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
JD Martinez stands in. First and second, no outs. And we're in the top of the eighth. And that'll load the bases.
Well, a good day for the on-base percentage right there. Walk number 3, and the free bags keep on coming. You down with OBP, Boog?
Bases loaded, nobody out. Here's the Toronto catcher, Gabriel Moreno. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. And there's a ball. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. One runs in. Runner held at third, and they'll be loaded again with nobody out.
Big RBI for him right there. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
The next offering misses, and a count 2-1. Santander, the runner at third. Martinez over at second. Moreno on at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And next for Toronto, Andres Jimenez.
Well, there's a reason why he's at the bottom of the order, struggling as of late, but a knock here would be a huge lift for him and for his team.
Right side, Goldie. To Volpe at second for one. Back to first, not in time.
Now pitching for
Fernando Cruz gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Number 63. Fernando Cruz.
So up next for Toronto, Jose Iglesias. Just missed. Runners on first and third, 2 away. That one pushed foul. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Two on, 2 outs. That's down and in. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. This game's a bit of a blowout, Siggy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Siggy, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first thought?
Well, I thought that these guys were going to have a very difficult time to be able to regroup after each pitch and be ready to execute some type of plan.
Swung out, belted. Deep. That one way back there. And that one's going to land not so much here, but here. A monster shot to right. It's 9-3. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. One of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport. These are the elite players, and so they adjust, and they've done a great job adjusting.
Absolutely, and just you tip your cap to these guys because not an easy adjustment, but they look like they've been doing it their entire lives.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7. Austin Wells getting ready to hit.
Yeah. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one 95 to finish him off. Back now in the Bronx. We go to the 9th. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Lawrence Butler. Swings and chases a low one there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Next offering way off the plate. And a good eye there.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. That's towards center. Bellinger sizing it up, and he makes the catch. And there's one down. And now for the Jays, Bo Bichette.
The Blue Jays, the shortstop, Bo Bichette.
One down, base is empty. Swings through that one for strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
2 strikes.
Swing and a base hit.
He had a pretty ugly offer going into this game up until that at bat, so a little sigh of relief there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And now Vladimir Guerrero Jr. dives, but it kicks off his glove. to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Number 25, Anthony.
First and second, one out. Anthony Santander, the next to hit. 2 on, 1 out. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
I got 3 and 2.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. Now J.D. Martinez at the plate.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Ball 2.
Squirts away a little bit.
2-1.
2 aboard, 2 outs.
Aye.
Swung on, belted. Judge going back on it. Out of here. A shot to the opposite field. That's his 3rd home run of the series. And they tack on to their lead. It's 12-3. Luke Weaver gets the call from the pen.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
2 outs, nobody on. Gabriel Moreno next up for the Blue Jays. That's a strike, and the count is 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across here at the top of the 9th. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
I put in work. Now watch me.
Now pitching for
Welcome
Toronto.
back, and here comes the closer,
Number
Jeff
23.
Hoffman. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez.
The left fielder, Jason Dominguez.
That one fouled off, 2 and 2. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Moreno makes the grab, 1 down.
Right there, hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
1 out, bases empty. That one missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, he had a broken bat.
Diving stop at second, to his knee, the throw, and they get the out. Stepping in, Anthony Volpe. They're down to their final strike. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Offensive explosion today for these players. They gave up a few runs, but they had more than enough firepower to turn this one into a blowout.
And your final, 12-3. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
And with the win, the Jays' record is now 15-14, and they set 4.5 games back out of the American League East, and are tied for the last wildcard spot. So remember to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next game as the Jays head back home to start a 3-game series against the Boston Red Sox.